My name is Brent Baker, and I did have the privilege of participating in the 12-week gathering group program just prior to Christmas. It was a wonderful experience, and I definitely took a lot from it and continue to gain from it. Feel as though probably the biggest gains that I've noticed in myself is ability to listen to others and to sort of look and be open to what they're actually trying to say as opposed to what their body may be giving off, or and then staying a bit more in the moment and actually being in tune with what's going on in my mind or my heart and how that coincides with what my body was doing. Being in the altered state was great. I had never experienced for lack of a better term, I'll call it sensory deprivation with the earphones on and the blindfold, and that really took things to a different level. Hearing other members of my group talking about I had to take it off or I had to do this, for me, it allowed me to just stay focused and stay in that space and not get too caught up what was going on around me. So it was beautiful. I felt as though I was out in the outdoors, in the forest, sleeping, and that sun was coming up as the start of something fresh, and that really is how it felt. It felt like I was waking up, and my body felt good. I would do a body scan because I had concerns about aches and pains, and kind of top to bottom, and feeling good and feeling strong and ready for whatever was going to come next and however long it was going to go on. And along with that feeling of being in the out of doors, I don't actually know if I mentioned, I also during that experience had a visit from a wolf while I was laying in that prone position. And again, it ties back to some memories and experiences I had from working in the out of doors, but the wolf actually approached me from behind, and it was just its head coming over top of mine and taking a few sniffs and things like that and checking me out, and then it just left me after that. So that was pretty wild also. Probably the biggest thing for me was the process. And so starting up from the beginning of getting to understand this is how we're going to work week to week. There's going to be consistencies that you can count on. We're going to ask certain things of you. We're going to take you through some guided breathing and some meditation, giving you the skills to listen and possibly ask good questions. So being equipped with those tools and a structure, and then putting that into a format with other people that are at the same time going to work through those skills and respond in the same way as you're being asked, I think that really set the stage for an environment that you could count on, that you could feel that safety in. There's no bravado, there's no barriers. I mean, maybe there might be personal individual barriers depending on where somebody's coming from and what's going on for them. But I think in general, knowing that people were coming to this community week after week with the same goal of being open, sharing, and working on themselves just allows you to, for lack of a better term, skip all the BS and get to what's important. And I think life moves really fast outside of these types of groups. And if you're trying to work on something, you don't really have time for all the other crap that comes along with our typical relationships and day to day. So this just really just focuses right in, gets to where you want to start, and then creates opportunity for continued progress and development. So that's what I really liked. Definitely knowing who I am and feeling grounded, but also understanding my own worth in my everyday community. That's been a big piece for me. And I think much of that comes from having opportunity to be open and give yourself over to an experience, have people receive it well because they understand the structure and they've got the same tools. um, but creating that space for that evolution to happen, and then allow you to take that away with you afterwards, so that, yeah, it's real.